All right, welcome back to DangIT Prodcast, a show where we talk about video games, anime, manga. My name is Justin. Guys?
I'm waiting for the one who's supposed to go next.
I'm sorry, I totally spaced out. Mark!
I was like,
Dude, I totally spaced out for a second.
Frame. I froze
totally
frame and
spaced out
everything,
for a
waiting for you to go, Mark. And I was like, all right, Philip. Well, I guess, okay. Yeah, Mark, Philip.
We're at practice, but we're so back, everybody.
I spaced out so hard.
We're so rusty. We're so rusty, dog. We're cooked. This is it.
I spaced out so hard, I didn't even hear you say anything. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I was like, waiting the whole time. I was like, he'll say it.
And then my mind calculated, he's like, Bree's supposed to be saying something like, oh, shit.
That's why I looked at you and I was like, what are you doing? Oh, brother, we're alive.
We're alive. We're breathing. We're okay. We're okay here. That's two, Mark. But welcome back, everybody.
That's you, Mark. No, we're good. They changed the rules now, remember?
Yeah? Is it just the F-bomb or?
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
I think it's in general. We might have to look into that. Let's comply today. Well, I think we can look into that.
Oh, okay. Let's comply for today.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, no, it's a good practice no matter what. I'm just saying, like, I think the worry, is going to be a little more calmer.
Fair.
Just because I believe that policy was already changed like 4 weeks ago.
Gotcha. The world is changing.
I gotta look into it. Don't say that.
don't say that.
Don't
Shut your trap.
Shut your trap.
Shut your trap.
Man,
good Lord.
Dude, where do we even begin? Because we have that opportunity to just kind of like recount things that like we missed out. If there's anything that's happened these past couple weeks that you guys want to just like fill us in on, that was not.
I mean, the only things. I mean, that's good. I was gonna say there's only a couple things I have, like Chibi-Robo, and NSO, Quake-Con.
Oh yeah.
The Quake-Con stuff. Dragon Drive. There's something else that just happened.
I guess look, that's kind of part of the outline here too. Pokemon Worlds, and I'm going to talk specifically about
World. That's the one.
Legends ZA.
Legends ZA, as some people call it.
ZA.
God, when people come and pre-order Legends ZA, dude, and they call it ZA, I literally just want to grab them over the counter. Just like, brother, there's a dash in between Z and A. How can you not?
It just doesn't. It doesn't seem fluid.
It's not fluid whatsoever. But yes, Pokemon Worlds. I don't know. I got nothing. It's been a pretty whatever week, to be honest.
Yeah, I've been feeling the same way.
Yeah.
But thankfully, there's been some pretty cool stuff that have been coming in the mail. Shall we just go ahead and get started with pickups?
Sure.
Okay, I'm just gonna put the time code on that one. I don't know who wants to start with that. I guess I guess I can go.
It's up to you.
Gotcha. I have I got some stuff in the mail, but I also picked something up just like recently as well. So that's kind of like how it's all sorted out. I'll go with the stuff that's been put into the mail. One of my limited run orders that I placed back in like November last year finally came through.
Oof.
It is what it is with limited run, but hey, listen, as long as you don't really have like that drive to play it like immediately, then you should be okay. You should be alright.
True. That's true.
So I'll go ahead and get started with the Switch copies here. We got Valkyria Chronicles 4, the complete edition on the Switch. So very nice. Correct me if I'm wrong, Phil. They had like a physical like out there through limited run as well, right?
No.
Previously.
So the original release of that game was retail, but the complete edition has all the DLC on the cart. Then it has a lot of story DLC.
Okay.
Gotcha. The game has a ton of like actual story content and like new maps and stuff to play on. So that version that through limited run is everything on cart.
Very nice. Okay. And then we also have Wizardry here. The full government is Wizardry Proving Grounds of the Mad Overlord. This one just kind of like caught my
full
eye.
Government's crazy. The full government is crazy. That game is cool. I know I talked about it when that came in through my mail already, but it's just all Digital Eclipse did to preserve that game in its entirety. It's one of the first RPGs ever, and so they literally just basically painted over the original like Apple II game. So it literally looks brand new. It looks crazy, like nice, but it still plays like a dungeon crawling turn-based RPG. And you can even put the original on like the side there, so you can see what it's supposed to look like. And it's like just nothing but wires. Like it's really cool. And the music for that game won a Grammy last year for best video game soundtrack.
Oh shit. That's crazy.
Yeah. It won a Grammy, brother. Like
all right. Put some more flowers onto that. Fair enough. I also want to give this one like a good spotlight because this is pretty big. We have 2 games here from limited run as well. This is Yakuza 0 and Yakuza Kiwami. And when you pre-order these 2,
there we
get
go.
the sleeve to prepare you for the other titles that hopefully you would have pre-ordered.
Hell yeah. Did you get all those titles?
Yes, I did. But of course, it's one of those things where like it's all like split up between different like time frames. But yeah, I got all of them, so I'll get those like eventually.
Hell yeah. I always tell people, if you're gonna play that series, play Yakuza Kiwami 1 first.
Oh really?
Don't play 0. There's a reason. It's because you're gonna play 0 and then you're gonna play 1 and think to yourself, wow, Kiwami sucks.
Oh no.
I would because Kiwami is literally a remake of the original first Yakuza. So there's no like arcade games in that game. There's nothing crazy. It's
kind of like just from the ground
Yakuza, up. Yeah. 0 was the first like PS4, like that generation game. So that one has like a ton of years already after 1.
Gotcha. Okay.
So and then, or you can do it in order. Just understand that when you play Kiwami 1, it's definitely going to feel a little older than 0. 0 is like one of the best games in the series, period. So it's kind of hard to.
That's fair. I thought it was really just like, yeah.
I've been collecting them since the original releases on PS4. So, but yeah, I'm glad they're giving the Xbox fans the opportunity to own those because those are really good games.
But then after those pickups, I have another one that was kind of a shocking for me to go for, but it was one of those games that was had a deal, and like I think the stars aligned. They were saying that the stocks were kind of low for this one. I was like, okay, well I know this game does get discounted quite a lot, even for like a Nintendo first party. So I figured this was the time to do it. I finally caved and got Captain Toad Treasure Tracker.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. What a actual crazy timing. The soundtrack for that game just came out on Nintendo Music this week. Like
kind of one of the reasons, yeah. I was like, okay, well, maybe. Yeah. And there's a sale, both digitally and like physically for it. I was like, okay, yeah, all right.
I mean, I don't know what else to say. Banger, like, like it's just a really good game. I don't consider it a platformer as some people do. Like IGN considers it a platformer. You can't jump, therefore it's not a platformer. It's like, more of a puzzle game, but I really like that game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to pick up the 3DS version just because I have not seen it in action. Like, I know it exists, but I am obviously like most common people and normal people, they jumped to the Switch version when it came out.
Right.
I know I obviously played it on Wii U, but the Switch version is like, that's the one. Although I don't know. I make the argument that it probably plays better on Wii U because the gamepad stuff. But I mean, the Switch version is the Switch version, and also it's one of those games where you don't want to play it with like a controller or a Pro controller. You want to play with the Joy-Con separated because
Oh.
you can use the pointer like the Wii, like a Wii.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Good to
it's
know.
it's a lot easier to play like that. Yeah,
I does it do like touch controls?
it does. If you play it portably, then you don't need the pointer because obviously touch controls is there.
Oh, I see what you mean. Gotcha.
Which is why I'm interested in the 3DS version because it already has the dual screen like on there. So I
And the
want to see
touchscreen on that one too. Yeah, okay.
exactly.
Mm.
And the Switch version has the Mario Odyssey levels.
Yes, I did see that. It's a little sticker thing on like the box art.
It has the Odyssey levels, and the Switch version has DLC if you so kindly want to partake in that.
Mm.
It has like a whole set of extra levels that you can get through DLC.
Yeah, that was also featured on the eShop as a bundle. But yeah, that's
Mhm,
everything
mhm.
that I got.
All right, I've got 11 pickups. I'll try to run through them, but I actually want to start with the only Switch 2 pickup I have because I find it. We won't talk about it too much. So I feel like it's my least interesting pickup this time. But I only got it because it's on sale.
Hmm?
This is the only absolute reason I picked this up. Because I was looking at it, it was staring at me for like $30, and I was like, you know what, Justin? I had to do it. I had to do it, and because this is literally already one of my favorite games, period. And I was like, fine, you got me. I picked up Sonic Cross Shadow Generations on the Switch too.
You know what? Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah, I did it. I know. I am excited to finally
$30
play
though.
this in its proper $30. That's exactly why I did it. I was like, I wouldn't have paid the $50 for it. But it is one of my favorite games of all time. And it's like, I want a version I can play at 60 frames. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. And it's the
I
Switch
mean,
2 version.
Exactly. Like, you have to remember, out of like the people that we talked about it initially, it was like Justin played it on Xbox, and then Naya played it on PS5.
Yeah.
I was the one that played it on
on
Switch.
The trifecta.
So I am the trifecta, but I did want the version that can run Shadow Generations at 60 frames. So that's the reason I got it.
Gotcha.
But I'm excited for it. I am excited to actually pop this in and play it.
Mm.
And just so the record, it is a GameCube card,
Yeah.
as most third parties are, unfortunately. But yes. But from here on out, it's all Switch games. And I have another Sega game in front of you for you today. Little wild one. Not as cool as Yakuza or Valkyria Chronicles for that matter, but I do love the series. And I've had this game digitally on my Switch for like a long time. And when they said they were doing a physical copy of this, I was like, why? It's like a $10 game on the eShop, but you know what? For the collection and just for the sake of having it physically, it's kind of cool. And it's like pure of just this game. It's usually crossed over with another game when you see it, but this is Puyo Puyo Champions.
Oh, interesting. Oh, that's limited runs cover.
Yeah,
I was like, I know.
it
Puyo
is a limited
Puyo.
run game. Yeah,
I just don't recognize that box art.
it's a limited run game. It's just like competitive Puyo Puyo, but just Puyo Puyo. You most likely know it nowadays as Puyo Puyo Tetris.
Oh, gotcha.
So it's just the Puyo Puyo portion, and like that's cool. I don't know. Like, I thought it was fun. That's a cool little thing. It's got 4-player modes, and it has the Fever mode from Yeah, okay. See, this is the reason I got it. It has the competitive multiplayer modes from both Puyo Puyo 2 on the Genesis and Puyo Puyo Fever from the GameCube.
Okay.
And I was like, that's kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had to get that. This next one's also limited run. This is distributed by them. This is a shooter, a very old and popular shooter series, but this is a new take on it. And this is Raiden Nova.
I have seen that one.
Yes, it's a instead of it being like a vertical shooter like most of the writing games are, this is
Yeah.
actually a twin stick shooter.
Hmm.
It's a twin stick shooter, kind of like Enter the Gungeon, where you're aiming in 360 control.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
Yeah, it's very different. It's definitely a spin-off, but I'm very excited to try it out. It looks cool. And then another limited run game. This is all from the same package. There's only 3 games. This one's probably my favorite one I got out of the 3. I want to play this really badly because it looks super funny. And this is Fashion Police Squad.
What?
Yeah. So check this out. Hold on. Here's the pitch. This is a first-person shooter.
Okay. Okay.
It's a first-person retro shooter, and like Doom and the boomer shooter genre.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and instead of killing your enemies and stuff like that, you're shooting them to make them look better.
That's because you're clothing them.
Yeah, basically. And I was like, you sold me. Like, look. Next, there was a buy two get one free deal at GameStop, and I picked up some third parties I didn't have in my collection. I picked up Double Dragon Gaiden: Rise of the Dragons.
Oh, I've seen that one a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, it's part of the Double Dragon series, right? It's Gaiden is because side story, and it's a roguelike beat 'em up. So it's like you can play the game over and over again. It's always different like scenarios and levels.
Okay.
Yeah, and what makes it another roguelike is that when you beat a level, the shop comes up kind of like a what's a good way to put it? Vampire Survivors?
Yeah.
Where like the shop comes up every time. Yeah.
Right.
It's like that. And then you get to choose how much money you already have, what power-ups you want to do. Do you want to use power-ups? No, keep going. That stuff.
I see. All right.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. I actually didn't realize that this is the same team who made Streets of Red, and I already had that game in my collection.
Hmm.
And that's like a horror themed like beat 'em up in the same style as a roguelike. So I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I didn't know they got the Double Dragon license. Oh, this one's kind of a banger. I forgot it has a physical copy at retail because the first one was limited run a long time ago. And yeah, I haven't even played the first one because it scares the hell out of me to play it. But one day I will play through Blasphemous 2.
Oh, Blasphemous 2. Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, I will play through this at some point. But yeah, I was like, dang, this looks kind of sick. I forgot about that. And then this one I have been wanting since it came out. There's so many games coming out at once. I couldn't pick it up in time. But it is one of my favorite Wii games. And so I really wanted this in my collection. Because the remaster is kind of cool. I played the demo. And this is for Disney Epic Mickey Rebrushed.
Oh, wow. Okay. Not bad.
I'm excited to play this. All right. This next 3, I've been meaning to buy from this company for a minute because they're just putting out nothing but really good games, and they're all indie games, and they're all really cool stuff. Justin, you already actually have one of them. And I know when you got it, I was like, I need to order this. I don't know why I don't have this in my collection, but I got it. It's in here. But I'll start with this bad boy. They're all from Fangamer. So this is Little Kitty Big City.
Little Kitty Big City. Very nice.
Shout outs to Seffi for convincing me to buy it.
She'd be really happy.
When she put it on her top 10 last year, I was like, oh dang, that good?
Now it's gonna have DLC.
And then yeah, I was gonna say, and then when I saw it in the direct, I was like, oh. Or in the indie world, I was like, I guess this is a perfect time. The next one is definitely a lot darker, but I picked up a game where I've been wanting to play it for a while. And I've been wanting this in my collection because it looks very interesting. But this is Omori.
Oh, Omori. Okay.
Yes.
It's definitely darker.
Yes. I know not. Yeah, I was like, I know a little bit about the game, but I don't know a ton. So I'm going to go into it as blind as possible.
Gotcha.
And then the one you have that I was like, I don't know why I don't have this, to be honest with you. I should have had this a long time ago. And that's for Tunic.
No way. But yeah, that's super solid. I need to actually like play through it genuinely.
Me too. But that's what I was just like, man, I don't know why I don't have this in my collection. This is obviously really good. And it is the deluxe edition just because that's the only way they sold it. But
Right.
yeah, it's really cool. I'm glad to have this. I think I'm gonna make another order for them later this month. Just because like they have so many good games on there, dude. It's so crazy. And then the pre-orders right now, dude, they put UFO 50 up for pre-order. I was like, oh, you're gonna kill me, dude. My money. But I have one more game.
Oh.
Because I can't find this in stores, and it seems to be like I can only find it on Amazon. And I've been wanting to play this game ever since it came out. But I told myself there is no shot in hell I'm gonna play this on a mobile. On mobile. I waited for a console version, and it took years for this to happen, and it finally did. And so I finally picked up Fantasian Neo Dimension.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. I needed this in my collection.
I also
It looks
probably do that
sick,
too.
dude.
Yeah.
I just keep seeing it, and I'm like, man. I told myself I'd buy it when it was on a console. Here I am. So I just had to get it at some point. But yes, I can't wait to play through this too. There's just so many games, dude. There's so many games.
Yeah. True that.
And like Fangamer, there's a couple I didn't pick up. Like I was gonna pick up World of Horror. I was gonna pick up Baba Is You. I thought about Stardew Valley just because I don't have that game for some reason.
Yeah, same.
So I don't know. Like I might make another order. I don't know. We'll see. There's a lot of cool stuff on Fangamer. And then the pre-orders, the current pre-orders they have right now. Oh my god, Justin, Jesus, those are all bangers. There's not a single one that is not a good game up for pre-order from them right now. Like good lord, UFO 50. UFO 50. I already mentioned, right? They got like Off, which is a old school like RPG Maker RPG that came out back on Steam and PC. That's like influential. Like it helped influence like Undertale and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, obviously I got to pick that up at some point. Obviously Anton Blast is up for pre-order. Pizza Tower is up for pre-order. Luck Be a Landlord or Landlord Be a Luck. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, Luck Be a Landlord.
Luck Be a Landlord is basically Vampire Survivors but roulette, or it's slots.
That's crazy.
It's like Balatro / Vampire Survivors, but and then I was told that Balatro was influenced by this game.
No.
And I was like, damn. All right. 20XX and 30XX, which are Mega Man roguelikes.
Uh-oh.
Some of the most popular ones. Yeah. And then there was another game on there as well. I probably didn't mention, but yeah.
Crow Country.
Oh Lord. That game looks sick. It's a horror game from the team who made Snipper Clips.
Which is insane to say.
Insane. But then they still have two that need to go up for pre-order that are confirmed. It's Mouthwashing, another really crazy looking horror game. And the game that Anaya promised us copies when it gets a physical copy.
Oh, so you're right.
You and me should be getting
of course.
You and me should be getting that for free. I'll make sure that he understands that. But it's 9 souls.
9 souls. I haven't forgotten.
I'll make sure. Yeah. I'll make sure he gets us a copy.
Good game.
Yeah. It's getting a Switch physical copy, and I was like, all right, Anaya, cough it up. You literally said in quote, and we can pull up the receipts.
We got the receipts.
He said this during the top 10 last year. Yeah, he was like, when this game comes out physically, y'all get a copy because it's gonna be so good. I'm holding them to it. I didn't forget, dog. I didn't forget. That's all I got, though. That's all I got for pickups.
All right.
I think those I got some pretty quality pickups. These are all games that I'm like, I look at my shelf and I'm like, dang, Switch has some good games, bro.
I should probably let you know, Phil. There's a little bit of weird, like jittery,
But
like connection, like on call.
oh, one moment.
Yeah. Just
You're good, you're good. I didn't have Wi-Fi on.
This dude.
I was using my phone signal. Sorry. How embarrassing, bro. How embarrassing.
Oh, that's all good. It's all good. Everything was working pretty well.
I'm so embarrassed. But anyways, I was gonna say, yeah, that's all I got. I'd say I got some pretty good bangers. Like these are all games I would look at my shelf, right? And I'd say, dang, Switch has games, bro. Like the Switch One has some games.
It's crazy when you look at like one console's library. I don't even want to look at PlayStation 4. I don't even want to look at that.
Holy jeez. Jesus.
That's a whole library if you have all the physicals.
That's yeah. And then like, yeah, we don't we didn't give enough praise to Sonic Cross Shadows. Well, like the game is so good. I'm happy to have the better version of it. Like I'm really excited to play it.
All right, I am pulling up the listings. I know that we kind of like covered them, and I don't think there's too much to elaborate on this one. But I do have listed here regarding Chibi-Robo. Chibi-Robo wasn't like it was initially like kind of like shown off with all the rest of the GameCube titles, and now we actually have a confirmation and the actual date for it, which is August 21st.
Yes, next week, August 21st. Play the game. Next topic.
No, wait, hold on. I'm glad I'm one of the folks, as well as like a whole other generation who have never played like Chibi-Robo, like any of the titles, including the original. So I'm glad that I don't have to go and sell like Pinky in order to get a copy.
It's true. I was gonna say, this game goes for like $250, 300 plus. And just the fact that they're putting on NSO is really cool. I will say I am one of the fortunate ones to have played it in its heyday. And I want to say it's a damn good game, dude. It's so good. If you like quirky games that have it has a really, really deep story for no reason whatsoever. Like you're fixing a family's problem. Like you're fixing a potential divorce. You're fixing like a girl who is distancing herself from like society, and it's like, brother, you're just a little robot that cleans. Like and then like the toys, like it's kind of like Toy Story where like they come to life and stuff at night, but they all have their own issues too, and it's like you're just helping everybody. You're just Chibi-Robo, bro. You're just a little robot that helps. And there's like crazy side plots about aliens and stuff like that. Let me tell you, dog. It is literally one of the best GameCube games of all time. And I'm glad that you have never played one. I'm glad you've never played one of them, and that this would be your first, because it's the best game in the series. I don't think there's a single Chibi-Robo game after that tops the original.
Okay.
I think what was the park one?
The park one.
It's the sequel as a sequel. Chibi-Robo Park Patrol.
Is that
or
for
something
Wii?
like that? It's for the DS.
Hmm.
And the reason it's expensive to get is because of the Walmart exclusive. I remember. I don't have that copy of the game.
What the hell?
I don't have a copy. The box literally says available only at Walmart, and I'm like, damn. But I always wanted to play that one because that one's kind of close enough to the original. But the original is goated. There's not a single other Chibi-Robo game in the series that matches the energy or like the vibes of that game. It's cozy. The music's good. Everything about it's really good. I cannot wait for people to finally get to play the game. I'm also just being humble because I own the copy of the game, but that's not the point. All right.
That's fair. So I have another one right here. Actually, it's about Dragon Drive. So I wanted to talk about it, especially since I put that in like the thumbnail and everything like that. Obviously, it's out now, so people are able to like actually try
Mhm.
it and play it through. I've been only just been feeding into the reviews for it, which is kind of like middle of the ground, which is at least not terrible, but it's also doesn't seem to like give it like a lot of the flowers that it might need for like gameplay stuff and whatnot. Phil, I was gonna try to like get your like take on it if you've been playing a little bit more of that.
I got to play it a little bit. I did buy it. I do have it. I had it preloaded on my console. Because I'm collecting all first party games. And this is the big Nintendo game for the month of August. So, I mean, Kirby's coming out in 2 weeks, but that's not considered like the big game. Nintendo's pushing this one as the big game, and this is officially the third Switch 2 exclusive game from Nintendo. After Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza, and I can confidently say it is not definitely any of the other two, but I don't think it's a terrible game. I think the game, I guess the best comparison I can give this game is Star Fox Zero, in which it's going to be the controls that hinder you. If you cannot get the forced motion controls down, I understand why you don't like this game. I got them down pretty okay. I'm still learning a lot of the things about the game, and there's a lot of crazy tricks you need to learn. Like, you can go into the tips hit section in the options, and it shows you a lot of crazy maneuvers and stuff you can do, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, this is some intricate stuff. But I will say that it's going to be the controls. I think the controls are really hard to get used to, and they're a little like crazy to play. Again, 2 Joy-Cons next to you at all times, and you're sliding like to go forward. That's how you move. You have to turn only one to turn right, the left one to turn left, backwards, upward, like backwards, like sliding. Then you got to learn how to shoot the hoop. Then there's like tricks like bunny hopping and stuff you got to learn how to do. And it's a lot of, all of it's done with motion for the most part. You do have brakes. You do have brakes on the button, so you can hold and brake.
Okay.
And then you also have the R and L buttons. I think that's something else. I think that's to signify, hey, I'm over here, like that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay.
And that's the biggest problem with the game. I do have other problems with the game. I will say there's only one mode to play, and it's hoop. It's basketball. That's it. If you don't like the basketball game, then I'm sorry, this game's not for you. And this is unfortunate, Justin, because I was talking about this specifically on the podcast a couple episodes ago around the Switch 2 launch, where you were like, I don't know, Dragon Drive doesn't look like the kind of game I would play. And me and Anaya were like, no, you got to understand, if they did the proper thing, it's going to be so cool. Once they revealed it was a $20 game, I went, all right, it's the bare minimum. I don't think it's going to, and I was correct. There's literally only one court, no other modes to play. It's the 3v3 basketball mode. There's no local multiplayer. You can do local wireless.
Okay.
But there's no online is basically where it's going to thrive, supposedly. I don't know how long it's going to last, because I think they need to add more things to it. It definitely feels barren. And here's my biggest issue with the game. For a Nintendo game, it feels like it's lacking charm. It feels sterile. Like there's nothing. Everything's gray. Everything's just kind of like there. Like I said, I wish it had different courts or settings to play on or something like that, And it's just, the music's okay. I like the music. It's kind of catchy. But other than that,
there's not a lot.
There's really not a lot. Customization's pretty limited. You get a couple of helmets that you can, and there's stuff to unlock. So that's kind of cool. So that'll keep you going. But yeah, I think for $20, it's not a hard game to recommend. However, what's going to be a hard recommend is the controls, the most part. If you cannot get the motion controls down, I understand. Like, I get it. I need to put more time into it, because I will say, when I was playing online, I was having fun. I had some heated matches where I'm like, nah, I got like 10 seconds on the clock. I can make it, like, You know, like I could do this. I can get the shot, and I got a dunk in. And I was like, let's go. They have a really cool thing where if you shoot the ball at the 1 second mark and it hits 0, right? In basketball rules, until that ball touches the ground or somebody catches it, then it's game over. That's it. But if it's in the air, if it makes the hoop, it counts. So when you throw it and it hits the 0 on the counter, it's like this slow motion camera to the ball, and then I got up out of my seat and I was like, "There's no way this is happening," and I made the hoop, dog, and I won by 1 point, and I was like, "Let's go, dude!" Like,
okay.
That felt good. I think the game is fun if you can find enjoyment in it, and it's really neat. But I wouldn't say, man, this is the best game on the Switch too. It's pretty cool if you want something to use the mouse mode with. That's pretty cool. Because it all works well enough. It works well enough. You just got to get down with the controls.
Yeah, it seems to me that a lot of that focus was just the controls of like how you'd play this game like on Switch 2. Like that was like a lot of the priority, and everything else was kind of secondary. Would you say?
I also found out, yeah, kind of. I was gonna say I found out that the game's development team is only 18 people. So,
oh wow,
yeah. And I think there's like 2 big names in there, like someone from the Mario Kart team and the Splatoon team, and then that's about it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so this definitely felt like, hey, Nintendo was like, we need something. Throw a team together or something, make something. Like,
I think that makes a little bit more sense. You know how Nintendo typically tries to hide away like who the development team is specifically until you roll credits or whatnot, or you dig deeper into it.
Yeah.
It also kind of goes both ways as far as like uniting everybody under like one like ideal like team, and that's just like Nintendo, just generally speaking. But then you see this and people will say like, oh, that does feel like a Nintendo game, and you feel like it's just like a drop in overall quality like for Nintendo as a brand as a whole. But then when you actually look into the details of it, like, oh, it's developed by like 18 people, there's 2 really good folks, but otherwise you don't really know much of the history of the others. And it's also, again, a small team, then it kind of makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah. Again, it's a $20 game. It's not like they're asking you to pay $70 for this game. If it was $70, brother, this is outrageous. Like, you know what I mean? $20.
I mean, even 50
it's all right.
is like, okay.
50 still, anything over 30 was pushing it for me. 20?
All right.
It's not bad.
All right.
I will go on record to say, like, if this game was $40 and had a physical copy, I would say if it had extra modes, if it had more things to play on, like, I'm not even necessarily asking for extra modes. I'm just asking for more variety in courts and stuff like that. Like, this is where I meant, like, there's no Nintendo charm. It's literally just one single basketball court. That's it. Nothing else. If you would have given me like different courts where like there's like hills in the middle, or there's like conveyor belts going left and right, and like, oh man, I gotta understand how to play with all these going on, and more gimmicks. This is the kind of Nintendo sports games I like. Like, I like, right? Mario Tennis, Mario Golf. You know what I mean? Even Switch Sports. You know, like those are those gimmicks that they throw in there to kind of mix things up. Though that's just not there. It just feels very plain, which is the biggest detriment in my opinion. So I don't think it's bad, but yeah, the reviews are pretty accurate.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
I was thinking about that because I don't know, it's a bit of a side tangent, but it all led to me like really questioning, like, you know, what's really good, like, as far as like a Nintendo game, but also like I think about like the identity a lot for a game. But yeah, no, you know, I won't dive into like what I just like recently came across like the other day. I actually wanted to talk real quick about what's going on recently, which is Pokemon Worlds. Granted, of course, that's a whole like event going on, but they've also have opened up demos for Pokemon Legends ZA for some folks who are actually there. So because of that, we've been able to see some additional gameplay and some feedback about like how it feels, how it plays.
Is it the Switch 2 edition they're showing off?
Switch 2, yes.
Ah,
so
interesting.
So it's smooth, but they also have like cut segments of like the demo to be like, oh, here's a little bit of like the night scene like area type of thing, fighting the Mega Evolution as a standalone thing. It's pretty interesting. Like there's probably a lot more details you can like really piece out of it, but as far as like what I can see, I am very curious about things about like how the mechanics are like during battles and whatnot. They were saying, or at least rather it was shown that when you're like battling everything like that, obviously you can't control the Pokemon, like you have to control yourself and the Pokemon follows you. And it's like one of those things like, well, I guess if you want to control the Pokemon, you better cough up a couple bits of dollars for Pokepark or pray that it shows up somewhere.
Oof.
But I kind of get that because at the end of the day, you're still playing as the trainer commanding the Pokemon. So it's pretty much just like trying to command your dog to do something like very specific. But one interesting thing I've noticed was how you deal with item management mid battle. So it's still kind of the same thing where you'll pause like the game and you'll still have like the sub menu and you can actually select your Pokemon and like choose which healing item you want to attach to it. Apparently there's a cooldown timer for that one, so that's the catch. But I think it would have been really cool if you could actually select the item like in real time and then just get close to your Pokemon, just like spray them real quick and then continue the fight. But like it's still when things are happening, so you have to be aware of that. That's my only like I guess critique about that, but otherwise everything so far like it's definitely just
complaint.
yeah, it's kind of my only complaint about the game so far. Otherwise, it's a nice shake up from the typical way we play like Pokemon.
Okay, let me ask you this then, Justin. I'm pretty sure Mark and I have questions. Mark, have you seen any of the footage yet?
From Legends EA?
Well, that's coming out of Worlds at least.
No.
Okay, me neither. So, I don't know if you have questions to go because I think Justin's been watching all this.
I was gonna
say a little bit. So you're saying there's a sub menu for items. Is there also a sub menu for like when you have to change out Pokemon?
That's a good question. I don't think from what I've seen, I don't think there was an additional like party member that like you had as the demo. You only had like the one Mon they'll be able to use. That's a good question about that. I would imagine that the menu that I saw was pretty like negative space orientated, so there's more than likely there's spots for you to actually like swap out your Pokemon from there. But yeah, I understand it because yeah, like when you're out in the open world, you still can like toggle between Pokemon just on the fly. But when it comes to like the actual battle aspect, that'd be interesting to see.
Okay. Mark, did you have something to say?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head, no.
Okay, I was gonna say I have another question for the actual exploration of the game. So you're saying, okay, you know what? Let me just get performance out of the way. You're saying they're running the Switch 2 edition. They're not running the Switch 1 version over there.
No, Switch 1 from what I can see.
Okay, so how does it look in performance? Like, does it look smooth?
As far as the 60 frames, I believe it's been reported like that's pretty smooth. When you're out in the city stuff, there might be like a noticeable like pop-in situation. That's never personally bothered me, but otherwise it looks to be like very smooth. Yeah,
it doesn't bother me at that point either. I mean, we're playing Donkey Kong Bonanza, like. Okay, and then because my concern is like the Switch 1 version is gonna be. I hope it's good. I mean, I thought the Switch 1 version looked leagues better than Scarlet and Violet already. So hopefully, right? Because I believe out of the three of us here, Mark is going to be playing the Switch 1 version, I'm assuming.
Oh, more than likely.
Sure. Yeah. It should probably work just fine.
Unless a Switch 2 randomly drops on my doorstep.
That'd be crazy.
Speaking of that, I got
you. Wait.
I would actually shit myself, be like, what?
I was gonna say okay, and then I guess my other question is, in terms of exploration stuff. So where can you catch Pokemon? Is that because I'm still a little confused as to what that is? Do you can only catch them in the wild areas? Is that what it is?
That's what I understand it to be.
Okay.
Still like those
rooftops are also considered the area, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so.
Rooftops considered wild?
Yeah, there's Pokemon up there as far as I'm aware.
Wild rooftops, yes. Yeah, like we've seen segments where they're like on the rooftop, and you're just fighting a Pokemon by itself. So yeah.
Interesting. All right. Hell yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's not too much to really piece out of it so far, unless you really deep dive into it, and then you look at like some of the Pokemon menus, and you notice that there's no ability to be seen, and you're like, wait.
Well, Gamescom's next week, right?
Oh yeah, Gamescom, yeah.
Yeah, so the Pokemon's confirmed to be there as well. So
Oh really?
I guess we'll find out. Yeah, we'll find out. Metroid and actually the Nintendo lineup over there is crazy. Hollow Knight Silk Song is going to be playable on the Switch 2 over there.
Oh.
I don't think that game exists. I don't think that game is real until I actually see it in my hand. But
that's fair.
I will say apparently it's going to be there. But Metroid and Pokemon are confirmed to be there as well.
Wasn't Final Fantasy VII Remake also going to be there too?
Yes. The
Full
7
circle.
Remake Switch 2 version is going to be there, and on Xbox. They're going to run both of them over there.
Oh, really?
What?
Not bad.
So, we'll see. Hey, hold on. I'll be RB.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Mark, that's full circle. We've had like the whole situation where like the whole rumor of Final Fantasy VII Remake running on the alleged Switch 2 at the time. And it's like, oh, shoot. Why did they keep that big secret behind like closed doors and everything? And now, like several
come to Xbox as well.
Several years later now, not only is it going to be on Switch 2 to be shown as a demo, visible to the public, but also the Xbox version.
That means Rebirth is probably not far behind as
well.
Not
far behind. I'm going to say that the turnaround time for those on the respective platforms are probably going to be like much shorter than the development on just like on PlayStation 5. Try to catch everybody up for like the final game. That's what I believe.
I mean, yeah. I would imagine what it takes to port a game that was made for a PS5 over to an Xbox. I don't think it would be that hard. At least in terms of they're using a lot of the same hardware, which is why I think it wouldn't necessarily. It'd just be a coding thing, I feel.
Yeah, I don't know what like gets behind like as far as like development on those, especially when you look at like Switch 2, because it is like subpar as far as like all the tech like involved versus like Xbox Series X and then like PlayStation 5 stuff. So obviously, in fact, that's a funny thing that I forget where I heard this from. It was like this past week about like Tekken 8. They were asking about it.
Tekken 8.
And it's just one of those things where like, yeah, definitely the sales would like help it out a lot, but also at the same time, like that is like working with a whole other like thing. So to port something as big as Tekken like for these consoles and bring it down to like Switch 2 will be very interesting. Then again, I did play it on Steam Deck, and it's like, well, yeah, you can play it. Oh man,
you can play it all right.
You can certainly play it. There's a lot of compromises, but hey, you can play it.
It works.
Does the fight stick work? Yes, we did test that out that one year. Oh boy, but
the fight stick, it works. We'll say that much.
Yeah, I forgot about like Gamescom for a little bit. I think there's last time I checked with that, I think there was something else that was being shown off over there, but I don't remember exactly which game title it was. Otherwise, yeah, Gamescom's looking to be pretty big this time. In fact, I should probably just like take a quick search on that. See what's actually shown up there. Gamescom 2025. Well, oh god, the first headliner here was just like an image of Silk Song. I forget, was it like the Nintendo Direct? One of them that just showed a Hollow Knight Silk Song just like randomly. And someone like made like the meme of it where it's like, you're not gonna see it, and then like you just see her like pop out, Hornet like pop out, and it's just like, Shaw!
I think they also did the Xbox thing, didn't they? They saw it like for 5 seconds. We're like, oh.
Yeah, in fact, I think there was a little bit more of like of a promise with Xbox's side of things. Not recently with like the little handheld that they got going on. Oh yeah, I guess that is like one of the things that they're going to say is that Gamescom is going to have like the Xbox ROG Ally. I kind of like for that. I just personally would like to just see, I guess, the UI, how they're going to like deal with that, because it's still like a Windows PC, but they're definitely going to cater to it feeling more like a console UI so you can like jump into games, and also doesn't have to like boot up the Windows side of things, so that doesn't take up resources. But other than that, I am still trying to look for what other game announcements showing up over there. Oh, well, I'm over here on the website, and it looks like they'll have like a listing of all the games that they'll show off over there. Okay, okay. I do see Little Nightmares 3. That's one that people are looking forward to. Oh, you know what? I was wondering if one of the Gotchas games was going to show up here. Not this one though. What is this? Let's. Oh, okay. WTF Waifu Tactical Force. Are you looking forward to that?
What?
I know I am.
What? Waifu Tactical Force sounds. That sounds very interesting. I want to see that actually. Googling that right now, actually.
Oh, Kronos from Bloober Team is gonna be there. Oh, Resident Evil Requiem. Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm trying to.
My God, it's an FPS.
Is it? Oh no.
The developer is Team Waifu.
I didn't say it, but I did see it.
I fucking love it.
Mark, final warning on that, by the way.
I'm sorry, it comes out. Ah! And I did check. They say it's much more lenient now. They say you still shouldn't say it a ton, but it's more lenient than it was before.
All right. Oh, Onimusha. Okay.
Wait, what? I'm gonna read this to you. Movement FPS plus life sim.
Is that still Waifu Tactics?
Yes, weirdly addictive PvP anime shooter with
weirdly
deep customization. With deep customization and plus recruitable NPCs. Build the ultimate mother base and battle other players to dominate the waifu industrial complex. I kind of want to wishlist this.
Mark, please. Say no more, say less. I just straight off of judgment, I think I should just kind of like not.
But my curiosity has been piqued.
There's a couple of recurring games that I'm pretty sure have come out already. I see Blueprints listed here. I was like, really though? And then there's also Rune Factory, Guardians of Azuma, and that already came out as well. Let's see. I'm sorry, The Division 2? As in Tom Clancy's The Division 2? Nah, they can't. What would they want to do over there? I do see Street Fighter 6. I mean, that makes sense.
I would assume just getting their game onto more platforms. That's what I would assume.
Oh, you know what? Okay.
Switch 2, they're like, hey, Division 2, hey, here you go.
Oh, yeah, good point. Good point. I do see Mecha Break. That had a huge presence over at Comic-Con, actually. They had, they took over what was Blizzard / Hoyo versus, Corner. And this year, they just had, their own thing going on.
It's fun. I've played it. It's fun.
My cousin actually had did the demo on this chair rig that they had going on, where you could try to imitate how it would to pilot a mecha in the game, but the problem was that it wasn't 1-to-1, unfortunately. So it was kind of super janky, and not in the good sense.
The Japanese Gundam arcade where you get into the cockpit and everything, I'd be like, yo, that would have been sick.
That would have been sick. I'd understand why someone would invest in a rig like that, but I think it's one of those things where, it is kind of limited over the fact that it is something you could play with the controller, and how it's just set up like that. So fair enough.
I'm sorry, I'm just sprint, slide, dash, double jump around the map with AWM and in parentheses advanced waifu mobility. I love it.
Oh no. It's Jover for you.
Save yourself, Justin. It's too late for me.
Oh man.
If
Oh
it's,
wait,
wait, is this gonna be free to play or is it you get to pay for it? Which one?
I would hope for people it would be like a free to play type of experience. Oh, I want to see more of this Crimson Desert.
Oh yeah, the single player Black Desert game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely still interested in Crimson Desert. I've just been waiting for more to come out on it.
Yeah. Same. I think. I mean, I do see Indiana Jones: The Great Circle. I think that already came out on like even PlayStation. If not, oh okay, and then maybe Switch 2. I guess we'll have to see. So far, the platforms are PlayStation 5, Xbox, PC, so they might like just hold off on any additional information, according to the website anyway. Then, oh, this is from Bandai Namco actually. Toa and the Guardians of the Sacred Tree, Sacred Tree. This was also at Comic-Con, although it was kind of out of the way, so I didn't really actually like check it out. But okay. As I was saying earlier, I guess yeah, Bandai Namco was like Little Nightmares 3. That yeah, so they do have presence over there. Yeah, I was actually just checking to see if there was any like notable gotchas that I would recognize, but it's like, oh no, not this time. But okay. Philip?
I lived. I'd use the restroom. Sorry.
Oh, gotcha. No.
Bro, just obliterated.
What did I miss?
Waifu Wars.
Gamecom. WTF. Waifu Tactical Force.
Yes, Waifu Tactical Force, and can I just say, I'm requesting access to the playtest.
You're gonna have to let us know how that is, Mark, because I'll be the guy that says I don't want to request access to that game. I don't know, man. Mark, you scare me. Like, and then you give me the Joker laugh. What's wrong with you?
That is not a Joker laugh.
Sorry, the Joker giggle.
I mean, but Phil, let me sell you on this. Let me sell you on this. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold on to my copy of Sonic Crush Shadow Generations for my family for the Nintendo Switch 2 line of family consoles, and I'm gonna hope to God that you sell this on me. And if not, I'm gonna hold this even harder. Just go.
Or say, think about this. This game has certain systems. Like, let me just tell you a little bit here. All right, you say it's a movement FPS plus it's a life sim. How often do you see those two things put together? Never. That's right. Weirdly addictive,
you don't.
really addictive PvP anime shooter with deep customization. You can do so much. Plus recruitable NPCs. You can recruit the NPCs. Build the ultimate mother base and help battle other players to dominate the waifu industrial complex. They're taking the fight against the system, Phil.
You sound like there's a Mega 64 shirt that exists, and it's a shirt that it's called the Gamer Rights shirt. And it's just like and it just has like a waifu body pillow on the shirt, and it's censored, and it says, "Look what they took away from us. You can't do this to me."
Deadass.
And it's so that shirt looks incredible.
But Phil, you can also sprint, slide, dash, and double jump around the map with AWM, which is their next generation movement system, advanced waifu mobility.
Brother in Christ, you just explained Apex Legends to me. What are you talking about?
No, this is advanced waifu mobility, Phil. This is waifu mobility.
Now, when you say waifu mobility, I don't think you're referring to the running, right? Like you're referring to something else that is mobile?
I plead the fifth.
Interesting.
The deadass is what the page says, by the way. I'm not even lying.
No, I believe that's the description. I'm pretty sure that's just all business talk for jiggle physics. And that's what I'm trying to get at.
AAA netcode with regional dedicated servers, optimized for 60 frames per second on low-spec devices, and no intrusive live service bloat.
Oh, Switch 2?
So you can get a Switch. Yeah, Switch port and Switch 2 port. Hell yeah, dude.
Mouse support? Crazy.
Mouse. If that game has mouse support on Switch 2, I guess I'm jumping in. You know what I mean?
That'll do it.
That'll do it. It's so dumb.
Oh
Stop it.
my! I'm looking at this. It is true. It says here you orchestrate the rise of the world's largest waifu private military corporation in a visual novel style dating sim. Holy shit!
Not a dating style visual novel. You
It's
suck.
also Phil. It's also a first-person shooter.
Interesting. I've never thought about mixing visual novel with first person shooter.
I'm sitting here. I'm like, honestly, it's as I know it sounds like what is happening, but at the same time, I'm also like, this has me curious just to see how this plays.
But
There's
yes.
so much going on.
Oh man, dude. All right, but that's kind of all I got going on. As far as
I
like,
can't wait to
did
hear
we-
the comments that would ask. So, any updates about waifu?
Did we mention Quake-Con, right? No?
Oh, we did not.
No, okay. Quake-Con happened. 1 year, one year, Justin, I want to go to Quake-Con.
I was thinking
Just
about
because
it. I was thinking about it.
I love the atmosphere and the vibes. Everyone just goes and they just play Doom and they play Quake and they just hang out. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds about
And
right.
yeah. But the biggest updates were Doom, The Dark Ages is getting update number 2, basically getting a new arena mode,
Okay.
like endless arena mode and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. It's not something I was like, oh man, hell yeah, I'm in. That's just all right, cool, new stuff. The I think the big announcement was the new Night Dive project. This has become a tradition now. I think almost every year Night Dive is there. And if for people who are uninitiated, Night Dive is the team that ports old school, for the most part, first person shooters. They've done a couple like story based games, but mostly first person shooters that are like old or lost or not lost, but they remastered to make it like the better versions of them.
Mm.
And they're like basically one of the reasons people go to Quake-Con, because they get to see it on opening day, like what they're working on, and they basically drop it that day.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so like a couple years ago, we got Quake 1 remastered, then there was Quake 2 remastered. They skipped a year, then they did Doom plus 1 and 2 together.
Oh yeah.
With all that extra content and whatnot. Oh, they did Doom 64 1 year, the year before Quake 1, so that was kind of cool. So, they're known to be doing these kind of things. And this year, they dropped a pretty highly requested. It's nothing like super out of the like crazy blue, but there is an interesting story to it. They dropped brand new remastered ports of Heretic and Hexen. Heretic plus Hexen is what the game is called. If you don't know what they are first person shooters, right? But they are in the Doom engine. They were not made by id Software, although id Software owns them. They are made by Ravensoft, and the only reason this new remasters exist is because Xbox owns Activision, and Activision owns Ravensoft now. Now, Ravensoft hasn't made a new game in years since Singularity on PS3 and 360. They're now stuck in the Call of Duty mines, but it is really cool to see some of their older shooters actually like come out. And what makes them really cool is like they're not really shooters. They're definitely shooters, but they're more like medieval fantasy style like games. Heretic is a Doom clone. I don't know how much better to explain it, right? Like the first game is literally just Doom, just with magic. That's all it is. Hexen's a little more interesting. Hexen, you get to pick your class, and your weapons that you get in the game are based on the class that you choose. And the levels every area has the starting area you start in, and then there's these big old labyrinths of levels that you have to go through. And I mean labyrinths, Justin. It's like, let's talk about the first area. There's like 10 levels in just the first area alone. And you need to be able to understand, hey, I need a key to exit this door, but this door's key is on the other side of this level. So you have to run through all of that just to get to the other level, and then do actual tasks, and not just keys. There's objectives as well. So things like that is what Hexen's a beast of a game. Hexen has been ported to consoles. There's a very famous N64 port that's actually pretty good. The other versions, not so much, but it is really cool that these games got remastered. They were not top of priority for me, like what I wanted, but I am mad that those are still really cool games, and Night Dive just does really good work. So I'm really cool with it. Yes, Limited Run already confirmed they're doing the physical copies. They haven't actually said when they're going to put them up for pre-order, but you can bet that I'll be getting the Switch version and the Xbox version.
Crazy. Doubling down on that one.
It is an Xbox first-party game.
Oh, true that.
Xbox owns all the companies involved in that game, basically, except for Night Dive.
Yeah, except for Night Dive.
So it's cool. And I just want to bring up, they also added new episodes. So it comes with Heretic, the original, and then it comes with Hexen and Hexen's original DLC expansion pack. And then it comes with a brand new expansion created by Night Dive and id Software together for Heretic, and a brand new expansion for Hexen. So I was like, that's actually kind of cool. And it also has multiplayer and co-op. Justin, this is the craziest thing. The original game had 4-player co-op. You can play the game's 16-player co-op, not deathmatch. Co-op. We can play the entire game and together. Is kind of funny. It also has deathmatch, but yes, I was just like, what is this?
What is 16-player co-op?
Co-op. I think for Hexen, that's a good idea because we can mix and match classes. We don't have to always be the same class.
Okay.
Yeah. But for Heretic, that makes no damn sense. Everyone's the same character. Basically, all that's left to do, if you're talking about id Software games that deserve a remaster remake, all that's really left is Quake 3, Return to Castle Wolfenstein, Wolfenstein 3D, Quake 4, and now that we're doing Ravensoft games, I mean the big two would be Hexen 2, Heretic 2. Heretic 2 would be cool, Justin. That's not a first-person shooter. That's a third-person action game. So that would be actually really sick to see. It's kind of the predecessor to Star Wars Jedi Outcast.
Okay.
Because it has the same the physics where you use the staff. It's like the lightsaber physics in that game.
Oh,
that's dope, actually.
So that was the game that preceded it because Ravensoft were the developers of Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast. So it's really cool. That would be really sick to see. So cool games. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Heretic and Hexen are now on Game Pass right now. Could be.
I'm not sure.
I think they're Game Pass right now.
Yeah. They probably
I think they dropped on Game Pass. And then if not, they're $15. It's a $15 download. I double dipped. I usually always double dip for the Quake-Con announcement games because they're so good, and I love supporting them because I like forgotten games being brought back and put back in the limelight in the best state possible. Because remember how I said Hexen's a labyrinth of a game? Oh, that's true. Most people have never actually finished Hexen. The game is really hard to finish. So what they did is they added markers on the map now and telling you, hey, this is probably something you need to know to go to. You know what I mean? Stuff like that is going to help a lot of modern players actually beat these games. But everything's optional. You can play it as originally intended, or you can play it with all the new enhancements.
Okay.
So I say pretty cool.
I just confirmed here. Yeah, it's Game Pass.
There you go. So Mark, you should check them out. They're pretty cool.
I got you. I had to send Justin this because I got whiplash, bro.
Wait, you sent something? Okay.
I was looking at the curator list. And I was like, what?
What the hell is that? Oh God.
I was like, what?
It's more wife of tactics.
Oh Lord. I was gonna say
I was on the list next to the waifu tactics. I was like, what is this? Oh dear God. Oh dear God.
I'm for the sake of keeping this PG, I'm gonna just not.
Oh no,
I was like,
I wouldn't if I were you. I wouldn't if I were you.
I was gonna say PG-13 more likely, to be honest with you. But
You don't want this either.
oh Lord, I was gonna say. Speaking of Night Dive, because they're owned by Atari, and this is how my brain works. Did you see Limited Run's new game that's up for pre-order?
New? Is it's Bugsy, right?
It's yeah. This is one of those games. Okay, I guess I should explain it real quick.
Yeah,
Bubsy in the perfect collection. Get it?
Very clever.
What could
Clever girl.
possibly go wrong? For the uninitiated, Bubsy, it was this mascot platform that came out on the Sega Genesis. And it tried to compete with Sonic because Sonic was all the rage back then, right? This character sucks. The games are also mediocre as hell. But I will say, this is going to be one of those situations where they're not trying to sell us the game because of the quality of the collection, right? They are selling. It's kind of like how they sold Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. In the sense that is one of the worst games ever made. The collection, the remaster of that game is to tell you why is it one of the worst games ever made. Like, is what was the deal and the history behind this game and like all that stuff. So that's basically what this is going to be. It's basically a comprehensive list of every Bubsy game up until the PS1 game. It's got the Super Nintendo version, the Genesis version of the first game, Super Nintendo, Genesis, and Game Boy version of the second game. It's got the Atari Jaguar exclusive game on it, and it has the infamous Bubsy 3D for the PS1. You know, the one of the worst games of all time. It actually predated Mario 64. Mario 64 is not the first 3D platformer. Mario 64 is the first 3D platformer to be good. But here's the craziest part about this. That game has a fixed version of Bubsy 3D. Like, they actually added analog controls and camera controls. I don't know what to think. It looks very comprehensive. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm getting this collection. I wanted just to express what Bubsy was, because I think it's fun in the sense that, yeah, these games aren't amazing, but there's a whole history to it, and like there's a whole like, why did they keep making sequels to this series, or did they really think this is going to be a thing? I mean, it's going to include the Lost TV pilot of a cartoon series they wanted to put. It's going to include the pilot episode that they created for it. Like, like that's crazy.
I'm over here. I'm just thinking like they've given Bubsy so much as a whole set of like different versions here. It's actually outpaced Sonic and Shadow Generations as far as like how much they like really just like splurged the love for it. And some people don't even have the statues yet.
Yeah, I believe the director of the game is one of the dudes from Digital Foundry.
Really?
So he's like, yeah, Audie. He's like he's unironically a Bubsy fan, and he really loves that series.
That's crazy.
For how bad it is. He loves how bad that series is. So he works for Limited Run under the Carbon Engine team. So he put it together. Like he has people doing the history and the research of the series and putting his collection. So in this sense, I think this is a really cool collection. It's just none of the games are going to be fun to play. Or they're going to be from mediocre to bad. That's basically what the games are. There is no Bubsy game where I would put in a top 10 ever and be like, man, this Bubsy game, solid. Like,
I was not expecting that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna at least pick it up on the Switch.
Okay.
It seems like fun little history, you know.
I feel that.
Yeah. I like things like this. I like dumb things like this. This is a me product.
Understand.
Because like I know you, me, and Anaya have sat here and finished all of Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. That was a
That
game.
was crazy.
Plumbers don't wear ties.
Plumbers Don't Wear Ties.
Obviously,
Truly,
they get their ties stuck in the toilet when it flushes. Obviously,
yeah, truly, Mark,
That's
one
one
of
way
the
to say it.
greatest games ever made. This is like the room of video games. It is considered one of the first visual novels ever made in America, like an American made visual novel, right? Because it's all decision based. There's not like actual gameplay. But also look up the game, Mark, at some point. It's pretty bad. It's pretty wild, is what I would say. Like the acting is hilariously amazing. Like it's Tommy Wiseau like levels of amazing acting. Like, and there's a lot of things that have not aged well at all either. Like it's wild, dude. The whole chase scene, like through the whole city, like when they're running at each other.
Yeah, I remember.
Or every time you mess up, the narrator stops the whole game and he goes, "What are you doing? Are you stupid?"
Dude, it's an experience.
It's an experience. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good video game history lesson.
Okay, real quick. We kind of glossed over Gamescom for a little bit as far as like what was actually going to be there and what was announced. I did want to say, on Xbox's side, they were talking about the ROG Xbox Ally and those handhelds being there. And that's going to be coupled with the demo for Silksong, so that's where that's coming from as well. They're also going to be covering Grounded 2, Ninja Gaiden 4, that DLC for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. A couple other things here too. Yeah, those are kind of like the big ones. I guess also Invincible Versus as well.
Ooh, they showed the gameplay trailer for Omni-Man at Evo, so that was kind of cool. Yeah, I forgot Invincible Versus was at Evo, so.
So I just want to like slip that in there. So more things to look forward to, that's for sure.
I'm looking forward to that game actually. I'm actually kind of excited to play it.
I can't wait for the thirst for Silksong to be quelled, just momentarily, if anything.
I don't believe it exists, to be honest with you. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
I guess we'll find out.
Hollow Knight Silksong, a Switch 2 version is going to be playable there, and so is Hades 2. But Hades 2 was already playable at their first initial thing.
Yeah, that's fair. But then, yeah, I'm looking forward.
But it's
to
also
Hades
release. 2, so
yeah, yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah. So, yeah, as you guys can see, we're basically stalling at this point.
No, we're good. We're good.
I think there's literally not much else to really just talk about. I was just kind of bringing up random things. I mean, I wouldn't have brought up Bubsy if I had to. All right, like I'm just saying.
If it wasn't here, it'd be on the pickup.
Yeah, it would have been on the quick pickup video for Bubsy in the perfect collection. God, dude.
The Impossible Edition, actually. I'd be
the impossible. That. What could possibly go wrong? I love the passion from people. I do. I really do. It's what a wild like collection of games, bro. Like, and it's cool. Like, it's just comprehensive, man. It's how many collections do you know that are that comprehensive to have every version of every game that they can? Mortal Kombat seems to be the next one to do it, but like still.
That'd be something definitely. I forget exactly what entity is doing that, like what their actual name is as far as like cataloging all the old history for like
Digital
games.
Eclipse.
No, it wasn't Digital Eclipse. It's an actual physical spot that has all these like things donated to them.
Oh, the Video Game History Foundation or whatever it was? Yeah.
I feel like that a lot of limited run stuff like will get donated there too at some point. So when you have crazy like additions like what Bubsy's got going on, definitely huge.
And there are definitely a set of people, I don't know how many, but there's a set of people who are Bubsy collectors, man. They have released, I think, 2 or 3 Bubsy games on modern platforms. new games in the series. So it's a thing, and Atari owns it now, which is why they're making a big deal out of it. I don't know.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I don't know. The stars have aligned, I guess. I for this to happen. I don't know if the stars are having a bad day, but they aligned.
Stars are having a bad day.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's weird.
It's a
I
weird
will
time.
say I was supposed to have 3 more pickups in my pickups today, but they're not here. They were Play Asia.
Are they showing up any time later this weekend, or is it like just next week?
Sometime this month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean it's traveling. It is in the air right now, so I would hope that at some point it is. I'll only tease that it's 3 Square Enix RPGs.
Oh, just okay. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I know that
But they should have been here.
I have some limited run ones possibly showing up like later this month, if not just
Possibly.
stop.
He said,
But
right now.
if not next month, I know for sure.
I've got like 2 as well.
Yakuza. It's definitely Yakuza.
There you go. I've got 2 that are pretty big heavy hitters that are supposed to show up as well. And I'll spoil it. It's Doom 1 and 2.
Oh yeah, okay.
The new Night Dive versions, not the Master Collection that had the older ones that are kind of crusty versions of the game.
The uncrustable version.
Yeah, but I mean, it has Doom 3, and Doom 3 is good, but and that's the only reason to own that physical now is because unless they make a regular Doom 3 physical copy, yeah, the Night Dive version. I'm sorry, I feel bad because the Night Dive versions definitely blow any other version of Doom 1 and 2 out the water. Like, it's kind of hard to not play those ones now.
Yeah. All right, guys, let's go ahead and wrap it up. It's been a pretty slow week, but we still got things to talk about, things to share. This is definitely like this month, if not next month. This is kind of like big on, like, for me personally, a lot of limited run orders. I did the last thing I ordered was definitely Shinobi. That's the last thing I've ordered.
Ooh. I made my order when it kind of opened because I played that demo, man.
Yeah,
God, it's so good.
I didn't even finish the demo. I was like, yeah, no, I'll let me just like sign in.
You
like,
said, yep. Getting this. Getting this
no. Yeah,
brother, it's so good. And mind you, this again, you played on Switch 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can't confirm if it was the Switch 1 version. It's the Switch 1 version of the game. I cannot confirm if it runs worse on it, but the Switch 2 version is smooth. Dude. Like when it runs on a Switch 2, my God. Shinobi, man, we've been waiting so long for a new Shinobi game, and it's coming back, and it's God tier. So
it's something different, dude. This
is the Shinobi games. I don't think there's very little Shinobi games in the series that are like not good. Almost every game in the series is like it's pretty damn fun to play.
We also have to remember this is the new era Sega like wave of games.
Yeah.
So
I believe this is the first one, right? This is the first one that's coming out of that.
Yeah.
The revival era is what it is. Yeah. This one's the first one because then we're still waiting on that new 3D Streets of Rage. We're waiting on Golden Axe. We're waiting on
Crazy Taxi?
Jet Set Radio. Crazy Taxi.
Okay.
So this is the first of the big 5 that were announced.
But all right, guys, let's go ahead and call it here. Guys, thank you all so much for tuning in for this episode of DangIT Prodcast. It's been episode 554. My name is Justin.
And I'm Philip.
And thanks for watching, everybody. #bar, everybody.